the morning show from Sun TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State.
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to the morning show on Sun TV. I am your host, Abraham Maina Joda, and I'm thrilled to kick off this fabulous Friday with you. We've got an amazing lineup of topics and segments to get your weekend started on the right note. So grab a cup of whatever it is you take, and let's get this weekend started on a very, very good note. And with me in the studio today is my partner in doing justice to the morning, to the papers, and the person of Mr. Ira Daniel Kukwen. You're welcome this morning.
Thank you.
Justice to the morning, to the papers, and the person of Mr. Ira Daniel Kukwen. You're welcome this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abraham.
And I thank you for being here. They say TGIF, thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
Does that sound exciting to you, or it's just like Friday is another day?
Yeah, just like I usually say, Friday is just like any other day. We are getting abreast for whatever it has in store for us. There's a report, whatever it has in store for us. There's reports that rains are beginning to fall in Taraba.
Yes, yesterday there was around between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. or this morning between 1 a.m. Yeah, there was drizzle around behind the stadium. There was a drizzle. It wasn't much, but the breeze, the weather changed, and it was windy, and there was a little drizzle. So I think the rains are beginning to come back again.
The report has it that yesterday it rained cat and dog yesterday in Takum.
In Takum, that's quite interesting. Southern Taraba. That's quite interesting. I think also in other parts of the country, there have been rains. The experience of rain, and I think it's good because the weather is. Let me not say ash. The weather is being what it's meant to be, being the weather. So we thank God. This morning, I would like us to start our weekend on a sporty note. Like we all know, Rwanda, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, seek crucial win in 2026 World Cup qualifiers. The Super Eagles of Nigeria will face Rwanda in a crucial 2026 World Cup qualifying match on Friday, with making his debut as the team's coach. Nigeria currently sits 5th in Group C with 3 points, while Rwanda tops the group with 7 points. The match is a must-win for the Super Eagles, who have struggled in the qualifiers so far, with draw against Lesotho, Zimbabwe, and South Africa, followed by a defeat in Benin. Chelsea will rely on striker Victor Osimhen, who has scored 26 goals for Galatasaray this season, to lead the team to victory. Rwanda, on the other hand, will be without Yunusu Nshiyamana and Fitina Omborenga. That fitna sounds like like a strong word. I think it also Fitina means trouble, right? But they will be with Fitina. So due to personal reasons, the team will likely adopt a defensive strategy, hoping to catch Nigeria off guard. Like we all know, they say this is a win or bust for the Super Eagles, who will place ourselves in a very precarious situation whereby every match from now to the end of the qualifier is a win or bust situation. We can afford to drop any point in the next matches. And tomorrow begins the first day on the job officially for the new Super Eagles coach Eric Chell. What are your predictions for this match?
Is it tomorrow or today?
Today, 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Well, we're looking forward to Nigeria winning, considering the kind of preparation that we've been having since the assumption of Coach Eric Chell as the coach of the Nigerian national team. He has proven to be capable of it, considering what he has been doing for the past few weeks like that. And let's look forward to Nigeria winning, because we have this reputation of being a resilient nation, even when it comes to football. So whatever it is that is happening now should not deter us, should not make us be afraid. So somehow, in one way or the other, we'll be at the World Cups by God's grace.
Yes, well, they say by God's grace we'll be at the World Cup. But everybody out there, to every nation there, is also there by the grace of God. But I want to assure you that we are going to open our World Cup qualifying studios on Some TV by 4:45 this evening, to ensure that we give you the best of analysis towards the match. So it's going to be our debut World Cup qualifying studio on Some TV. So look out for that time, 4:45 this evening. We are going to open our studios for the match. Thank you very much. So we go to the papers of the day. We dive into the rivers. Like I said, we've been in the rivers for the past 1 week, swimming from left to right, up to down. We sink, we float, and whatever it is. So let us go to the papers this morning. I would like to start with, let me see which of the papers we will start with this morning. Almost all the papers are about rivers. So let me see. Okay. Let me start with the Nation newspaper. The Nation's newspaper has this headline that says IBA resumes office, warns against sabotage disorder. That is the major headline on the Nation. But there are other stories on the Nations. Let us take those other stories before we focus on the major headline. There's one that says Eagles in win or bust World Cup qualifier against Rwanda. I think I totally agree with that. It's win or bust. Police raised death toll in Abuja gas tanker explosion to 10. That is quite, it's becoming one too many explosions. It was PMS, now it's gas, CNG gas in Abuja. The Nnamdi Kanu trials begin afresh after 3 years. That is quite interesting. Let's see the direction this new trial will be going. And Southwest spend 800 billion monthly on cow meat. I know, and the Southwest, I think the number of cows that go down every weekend for parties, and even during the day, the Southwest are people that cherish their beef a lot. They cherish their beef a lot. We also have other stories here. We say federal government MREIF secures 250 billion for housing. I hope out of that is going to Taraba State is going to get some out of that housing scheme. Okay. We also have here another story here from the Nation. Okay, let's go to the major headline on the Nation. Okay. I say IBAS assume office warns against sabotage. IBAS assume office warn against sabotage. Let's see what they have to say. They say the Senate okays Tinubu's emergency rule declaration. President hailed lawmakers patriotism, Fubarano, and in oil pipeline bombing. So the sole administrator of Rivers State Vice Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas retired yesterday, said in his mission to restore law and order, stabilize the polity, and create the necessary environment for full restoration of democratic institutions. Iba made this known in a broadcast last night after he assumed office at the government house in Port Harcourt. Because yesterday the National Assembly approved the proclamation of emergency in the state by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So as it is now, I think we should expect some normalcy in Rivers State since the state of the have been approved by for the next 6 months. What are your expectations from this sole administrator?
Well, he started on a very right note because a report came in yesterday of how he touched down, the airplane that brought him to Port Harcourt touched down around 11:30, and he went straight to the government house. And according to this report, he expected the
guard
of honor mounted for him by the military, and from that he begins to have meeting and one thing or the other. He started on a very good note, and for him to issue warnings like he will not condone sabotage and other things like that goes a long way in telling the society what this kind of administration intends. There is a need for him to be firm in ensuring that peace and normality returns to Rivers State after what has happened. And another thing that caught my attention in that report is how Fubara has finally come out to say something since he was removed. Since he was suspended, since he was suspended, not removed, as the executive governor of Rivers State, he has come out to counter, to refute some of the statements issued by the president as a reason why he was removed. So I think it's a good thing to know that he's still there. And there is other thing that, from other reports aside this one, that during the first meeting that they stood with government officials in Executive Council chamber, the portraits of Fubara was still hung, and that report that I saw somewhere mentioned that Fubara's portrait is still hanging there. Maybe that is the way he wants to go, indicative that he's still the governor, he's just an interim. Maybe that's the way, or maybe it was too sudden for it to be removed at that point. We will still watch and see how it goes.
About to me, Fubara is still the governor of the executive governor of Rivers State. Even though there's an emergency rule there and his rule has been suspended, so he's still the executive governor. The sole administrator is there in an interim position. And we also saw that yesterday he had meeting with the head of service, permanent secretaries, and head of security. The director of energy security in the office of the National Security Advisor, Ojukaye Flag Amakri, attended the meeting, and it's instructive to note that from Rivers State himself. So after the meeting, Ibas commended the manner residents have comported themselves peacefully, and he vowed to do everything possible to ensure peace in the state, which is very, very important. Peace in Rivers State is very, very important, not just because of the financial implication, but because the people of Rivers deserve peace at all cost. And you saw what the guest we brought in on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? That's on Today's Politics.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, he was live in Port Harcourt there, and he said, yes, the people of Rivers want peace by all means, so they are not, many of them are not averse to the issue of this emergency rule, as long as there is peace in Rivers State. And I believe within that 6 months, the political players will be able to find a way around the issues they have.
Yes, what is the use of democracy if you have democratically elected public office holders at the helms of affairs and there is no peace? I think it's better off for them to step aside for some time, since it is not outright removal, to step aside, so when peace returns, they'll come back and continue with their political office holding activities. And just like we've been taking note of from the beginning of this scenario and situation, there is the politicization of the whole thing. And if just like I mentioned, if the sole administrator decides not to remove the portrait of the governor, it is a statement that indicates that Wike's, what is it called, Fubara scam, he's still trying to keep them at his side. For him to recognize that Fubara is the sitting governor, he is just a sole administrator by leaving his portrait hanging in. If that's going to continue, that speaks a lot. Yeah, it speaks a lot. Giving him the support of whosoever is in support of Fubara and is not happy that Fubara is not there for some time. I think what he's supposed to do is just for him to go around and relate with people, let them understand that he's here to make peace, reconcile this State House of Assembly and the executive arm of the government, and see to it that there is no vacuum. Yeah. There is no vacuum in governance, so that the day-to-day activities of governance will continue, because the way it was going, it will lead to a point where there will be no salaries. Yes. Because if the State House of Assembly is saying whatever that Fubara is pending is some sort of illegality. There's a way the the central bank and those disbursement agencies will start to refuse to disburse allocations to the state because it constitutes some illegality, and that is how. So I think this state of emergency has come to restore normalcy, to see to it that whatever it is that is supposed to be done should be done. The demolished House of Assembly that was, let's see how something reasonable will be done. It's possible for the House of Assembly to be built in 6 months. I think it is possible. It is. Maybe he should start with that, start building the State House of Assembly, so that when he's handing over to them again, it should be that they're sitting in House of Assembly that is befitting for Rivers State House of Assembly. I remember some years back, that was before Wike became governor, when Amaechi was governor. We saw what transpired in the Rivers State House Assembly between Chidi Lloyd and Honorable Chidi Lloyd, where someone was brutally beaten with the mace. I just find politics in Rivers is quite interesting. Nigerians are very... I can't forget that he was thoroughly beaten with the mace. He was kicked about. Even security agents, one police officer was one of those who brutalized a member of the House of Assembly. I think Chidi Lloyd or so. And the person involved in the situation, when the time came, he also feigned some injury and he was taken abroad for treatment. Well, politics in Nigeria. Let's go to the Punch newspaper, where we have the stories on the Punch newspaper. Let me look at the story at the top right of the Punch. Say APC backs Tinubu as Atiku will be El-Rufai intensify coalition talk. That is off page 48 of 46 of the Punch. Also on the front page of the Punch, we have 25% oversubscription of First Oil's goal 150 billion rights issues paves the way for its private placement of 350 billion naira. That is quite impressive. 25% oversubscription of First Oil goal 150 billion rights. We also have another story here. We say falling container grounds, motorists on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
these things keep occurring on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, where accidents will occur and people will be stranded. I've witnessed this so many times, and I know it's quite killing. I don't know the word to use when you are stuck in traffic, especially on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You can move forward, you can go backward, and there's security issues, the stress, the heat, and everything. You just become hopeless. There's a way it makes you feel very, very hopeless about the whole situation. And if you look around, you see people looking dejected, and the only people that smiles and move about are those hawkers that come around, and God bless them. I don't know how they get this thing. Before you know, you will see gala, water, minerals, biscuits, and they'll make brick business there. Yeah, and it's always a good business for them when these things happen.
They have their way. It is what they have been doing over the years and over time, so they get used to seeing how they get the attention of the customers to buy their wares. And you know, that is, though it is a bad thing, it has another good aspect, where it empowers people, those people selling one or two things there. That's their way of empowerment. If there is no those gridlocks, they'll not be able to sell and get the money they get from those businesses. So every disadvantage has an advantage. Though in this case, the disadvantages outweigh the advantages there. So I think there is a need for some of those things. I don't know whether it happens in the frequency of how it occurs in Nigeria. I don't know whether any part of the world experience these things and still smile about it. There is a way Nigerians are so used to some of these things. Somebody will be going for a very important meeting or something, and the only thing you tell is that traffic. And
well, I think since I came to Jalingo, the usual excuse of traffic I've not been able to do, because where will you claim?
We're enjoying in this part of the world. Even in roadblock, the most busiest part of Jalingo, or maybe the market, there is traffic in market site.
Yeah, market traffic. That is if that's what they call traffic, I think I would love traffic.
Of course. Since no matter how fast you're going, you have to slow down.
Slow down. Yes, we will gradually get there. I remember once upon a time in the city of Jalingo, you can count the number of cars that will run through the city, but now you can't see. It's getting busier every day. Let us go to another story here. Say, FG panel reconvenes Monday over Naira for crude crisis. I think this is quite very, very, if not for the Rivers issue, I think this story
should be the most prominent story on the cover pages of the Nigerian newspaper. Naira for crude, just like we saw it in the report that came out yesterday. It was, according to that report, it was the federal government, it was the government that defaulted, the NNPC. They defaulted in their own part of the deal. So Dangote Refinery has no option than to begin to look for ways of getting its crudes from wherever it can get it. So if the government, since we have the crude and we have the capacity to supply the quantity that we've already agreed in the deal to supply to Dangote Refinery, so at the end of the day, Nigerians will stand at the benefiting side and benefit from the subsidized fuel and other things like that. The federal government and NNPCL should see to it that they pursue this to the letter, ensuring that total compliance is being achieved. Because this defaulting has a way of affecting Nigeria. Okay, now look at these issues we're talking about. Apart from the traffic, the gridlock, the issues of insecurity, the issues that is going on politically. If you're adding all this, it is like adding salt to injury on Nigerians. So there is a need for government to look at this thing properly and see to it that a reasonable transformation has occurred in that sector, at least for some time now. Just like you've experienced, we have this liberty of just waking up and driving into the filling station and buying fuel, though it is still on the high side, but it is more pleasant for you to get the product anytime you want. But we're looking forward to a situation where we're going to get it at even 400 naira per liter, just like the analyst yesterday. Yes. So we're looking forward to, we have hopes, believing that things are going to get better.
Thank you very much. We have hopes that things are going to get better. I think we are beginning to get some interaction on our social media pages. A number will be displayed on your on the screen shortly, whereby you can interact with us in the studio, and you can also comment on our Facebook page on Some TV on Facebook. We can and I can see that we already having some interaction. Olayinka Gabriel Moturayo is giving us a thumbs up on Facebook. While we also have Mo Abuerati Yakubu, he said, whatever you people will discuss, we want what Taraba State, we want Taraba State to work. And he added, so yes, we are here to ensure that Taraba State works. Don't you think so?
Yes, Taraba State will have no option than for it to work, because we are committed to nation building. Leadership have come and have gone. And I believe in one way or the other, each of those leadership has a way that they have contributed to the development of Taraba State. And the person that commented should not forget that he too has a role to play in the development of Taraba State.
Okay.
Yes.
Amo Abuerati Yakubu, you heard that you also have a role to play to ensure that Taraba State works. And you also have another comment here from Semo Abuerati Yakubu. He said, what time the governor coming up for the show? Okay, we can assure you the governor, I think he's listening, or his handlers are listening. Mo Abuerati Yakubu is asking, when are you going to come up on the show? So this message is for the governor of Taraba State from one of our listeners, one of our audience out there. So, well, I think you will very soon, you're going to see the governor
in person, because actually we've seen people who function in his administration, his representative, have come to this
definitely
severally. So it's invariably the governor has been here before. It's just that in person he has not been here before. What do you think?
Yes, he has been here in many capacity, and I'm very sure it's going to be here in person. So while we wait for your comments to come in, we want more of your comments to come in, and we also have this number on your screen, 07049198503. You can send your messages to that number, and we will read them out. So from there, let us move to another newspaper here. I think let us go to the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust newspaper. Let's see what the Daily Trust have for us here. The Daily Trust newspaper. Yes, I have it here. And on the Daily Trust, we have a little deviation from what we have on other papers, but it still has to do with, they're still in the rivers, as we say. But let's take some other headlines apart from the major headline. We say Rivers crisis doubt over quorum as National Assembly approve emergency rule. Another one say Abuja accident, agency calls for blood donation as death toll hits 10. We call on Nigerians who have the means to go and donate blood for the victims of the tank gas explosion in Abuja. Our core members will get something 7,000 allowance this month. NYC Director General, this is very, very important for the core members to get this allowance.
But this is not the first time they're issuing statement like this. I don't know how they want us to believe them. Okay, let's see.
Well, the end of the month is just a few days away. So, well, the major stories on Daily Trust here say Atiku announces coalition against Tinubu. And he said President cannot be distracted by sole users Onanuga and his back and forth with the opposition is quite known. Let us see what the story is all about here. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar yesterday at a meeting of key opposition leaders said they have formed a coalition aimed at unseating President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. Atiku made this declaration during a press conference in Abuja attended by several opposition politicians, including former APC members who have defected. The event was convened to address President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State over the political crisis there. Among those present at the events were 2023 Labour Party's presidential candidate Peter Obi, who was represented by Dr. Yunifula Tanko, former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babaji David Lawa, former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, a former gubernatorial of Ogun State, Segun Sowunmi, former director general Progressive Governors Forum, Dr. Saliu Lukman, Alhaji Adamu Maina Waziri, Chief Peter Ame and Sonny Monidafe, among others. when asked whether the emerging coalition will serve as main opposition against the APC in 2027 election, Atiku said, yes, this is the birth of opposition ahead of 2027. You've heard from...
Let's see how this opposition is going to go, because we keep having... how do I call it? Is it a dissenting voice even among them? There are some of these groups who, okay, for instance, yesterday, the South-South Governors Forum issued a statement that condemns, that disagrees with the president on the state of emergency declared in Rivers State, and how the political office holders were removed. Were suspended. I don't know why were suspended. But after those, that's the South-South Governors, Bayelsa, that is Cross River,
Bayelsa, Rivers, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Edo and Bayelsa State.
Now, the governor of Edo State, who is a member of APC, came out to disassociate himself from that statement. He said he was not party to it. He's full in support of the president's decision and concerning how the governor of Rivers State and the State Assembly was suspended. So I think this is the South-South is not actually being unified on issues like this. So I'm looking forward to Atiku. All these people you mentioned in this coalition are people that Onanuga is describing as sore losers, because in one way or the other, they couldn't secure a position in the government, or somehow they were defeated at the elections. But that doesn't mean that whatever it is they are saying is completely wrong. But I want to believe in one way or the other that maybe if Atiku is the sitting president now, he will have taken the same decision concerning Rivers State, concerning in the face of the security threats that the crisis pertains.
Well, I don't know, because I wouldn't, since the opportunity has not presented itself, we wouldn't say, because even the president who took the decision now, when such decisions were taken in the past, he condemned it totally. So you really can't predict what a person will do in this part of the country. I was also looking forward to hear what President Olusegun Obasanjo will say concerning, has he spoken on concerning this emergency, declaration of emergency? Maybe, I would like to hear him speak about.
Maybe those who can have access to him the journalists who can have access to him down there in the south, or wherever he is now, I believe he should either be in Ota or maybe in Lagos.
Do you think Baba waits for people to ask him questions? If he has, he will have said it long before. I think he will have said it. Maybe the date was declared. So let's see. Maybe he's taking his time this time around. But I would like to hear what former President Olusegun Obasanjo will say.
During the state of emergency that former President Obasanjo announced for Plateau State, how was it conducted? Is it that the General Chris Ali, who was the sole administrator then, takes his approval from Executive Council or from the National Assembly? Because there is these agitations now in the press this morning that the National Assembly should have insisted, though it's not as if they should have disagreed with the president on the issue of the state of emergency declared, but they should have insisted that approvals should be from the National Assembly and not from
I think they were taken from the president side. Because when you see the Federal Executive Council, it's the president that they're taking, knowing the kind of president we had then. And even during the time of Ekiti, where we have, I think, General Jeremy Bewon, who was yes, they were taken. I don't think it was from the National Assembly, but I stand to be corrected. But I doubt it was from the National Assembly, because people will have laid emphasis on the fact that in the past that was what was obtainable. So, well, what has happened. Now it is left for us to manage it. And then again, this calls to question. There are some statements in the constitutions that whenever issues arises, there's no express.
They become so helpless.
Yeah.
I don't know. They become so helpless in the
words great. You read them, you don't even know whether it's a yes or a no. I think these are some of the things. Maybe we need to translate. We need to begin to do this thing in proper Nigerian language and in clear and simple English.
Okay, and I think maybe since we're having the reoccurrence of these issues, state of emergency in Plateau, Ikiti, Adamawa, some state in the northeast, and now in South-South, maybe the National Assembly should look at whatever it is that has happened in the past years and enact the kind of laws that will take care of this, such that this reoccurrence will not hit up the polity as it's sitting up now. If the president has the power, if there's a way, these things will be modified from the National Assembly level and become part of the Constitution. Then I think there is the time to do it is now.
And again, well, I think not only the issue of not only on the issue of the state of emergency, there are a lot of you know, it seems the Constitution was already put together, and then it didn't take into consideration of some peculiarities of Nigeria. Look at when during election in Kogi State, where the governor, the aspirant, the candidate, the leading candidate died, and there was a lacuna. They speak about if the deputy governor would take over before there was a lacuna. I think they had to just come up with we just interpret it with something. Then later, I think the next assembly ratified it, and now we know what will happen in the case of a candidate dying before. And there are a lot of other issues like that we need some interpretation. And I think that is one of the things that the National Assembly should be doing. We should be more about, not about sitting arrangement, not about stories about harassment and the rest of it. They need to be looking at this document and see how it's a living document, just like the legal practitioners will say, it's a living document. It should be breathing, it should be living, because anytime an issue arises concerning the Constitution, you find out that people come from different angles. I will even suggest, if it is possible, let them break down the grammar into what you can is a yes or no situation. Okay. Should the president do it? Yes. When should he do it? No. These are, because it's becoming, and that is why even if it gets to the Supreme Court and they interpret it, you will see people will begin to say the judiciary is biased, is this and that, because the way we interpret things is quite different.
Some people are alleging that the quality as being used here, it talks about academic credentials and all those parameters like that of the National Assembly that made the 1999 Constitution as compared to what is obtainable these days. Somebody believes that if it is in this dispensation that the Constitution was compiled, it will have been more functional. It will have taken into cognizance the realities because the position of the analysis is that those people were not well schooled. Some of them are secondary school. That is according to.
No, I don't think that has to. I think the Constitution was already put together, and it was just pick and paste. There was no time to really sit down to look at. And if you look at the panel that sat to put this together, they didn't have enough time to do it. But that is why we have the National Assembly, whereby you have to come, look at these areas, look at how you can amend it. We've done a lot of constitutional amendments, and you will see that you will just go for some easy work, some popular sections, but have we really looked at the whole document to see that some gray areas, and try to, then again, no matter how intelligent those in 1999 are that drafted this Constitution, or in 1979 or wherever, they would not be able to envisage
some of these occurrences.
So what they need to do is, that's why it's a living document. It should be constantly reviewed to align with present realities. And I think that is where we are failing as a nation. Our Constitution should continually be reviewed to meet up the expectations of Nigerians.
By the way, do you think the NBO will be going to the court to challenge this position of the National Assembly and the executive concerning the suspension of political office holders in Rivers State, as they've threatened?
We are waiting. They've threatened so many times, and well, just like I say, most times it ends up as just at a press conference, while I think most times it should go to the courts. We just drop it at the court of public opinion and wait for the next news to come. I expected the NBA to be taking actions now. If they hold strongly to that opinion that is an illegality, I think they should ensure they should pursue this to the end. That is if the NBA as a body truly agrees to that, or it is just the leadership. You know, that again, we've seen members of the NBA disagree with the NBA concerning this. So, well, let them even take it to court.
Is it possible for, it does not constitute any illegality for them to be partisan, right?
I don't know. But you have, one thing is that to be they may hold the contrary view, but you can't be partisan because that NBA supports one party or the other, but they can't be part of any party.
There's this accusation too making the rounds recently. I saw it on TV where one son like that was accusing the leadership of NBA of being partisan. It's like they feel, he feels that the leadership of NBA is aligning with the PDP. So they are partisan like that.
Yeah. Most of these people they have their political leanings, so and you can hold them for that. They are Nigerians; they have their political leanings. But the moment you hold an office in trust for everyone, you need to put aside your political leaning. That is, if it is possible. That is just what it is. So now, let us go to another paper here, which is the Guardian. The Guardian has a way of just while everybody is going one direction, the Guardian has a way of just holding on to its own, the story it wants to put on the headline, and it sticks to as its major headline, and it sticks to it, no matter what is going on. Have you noticed that?
For some time that is what I've been doing.
Yes, and I find that quite interesting. Yeah, we have on the page of the Guardian, it says, salary review for political office holders underway, say RMAFC chairman. So salary review for political office holders underway. Do you think this review will be upward or downward?
I'm looking towards it being downward, not upward. Oh. What do you think? Is it possible for it to be downward?
Well, with the present realities, I think they all tell us all the time that we need to tighten up. The economy is not smiling. So if the economy is not smiling, I think there should be a downward review of... Now, they say, for peace, Pandev advised Tinubu to reverse Rivers emergency rule. Pandev here is advising Tinubu to reverse Rivers emergency rule. Then another one say, Endora Akpabio's sexual advances for over a year, Natasha alleges. The story as gradually is beginning to fade away.
Yeah, I don't think it's making any sense. She has endured it for 1 year, and well, I don't know how she will expect us to believe these stories that is making the rounds. Can you be enduring somebody and still having a cordial working relationship with the person? There are videos, there are pictures where somebody was posting it on his social media handle where Natasha did a selfie herself.
Well, to me, that is not a victim may endure things like that. If she's a victim, we all have different. The thing is that it is not, I don't believe in blaming a victim for not coming out early. So whenever you come out is when you are ready to come out. The fact that if it was true, I'm now putting this in quote, if it was true that he has harassed her for over a year, there are some women that are strong enough to still maintain that, and with the hope that it will stop, and it didn't stop. That is if the harassment story is true. But there are those that we cannot withstand it, and within a day or two they'll report. But you can't blame the victim for not reporting on time, because we all have. And again, the society, there's a way society responds to such accusations. They might even, there's a way we tend to blame the victim here. So sometimes it makes a lot of people not to come out to speak up. But in this case, that is if it is true as an allegation, as far as I'm concerned for now.
Are there such things as somebody being too way away things like sexual harassment? Is it possible for such statements to be made? Because I think Senator Florence Itagiwa issued
Senator Itagiwa's statement is flawed as far as I'm concerned, because you can say simply because someone has money, has influence, it can be influence. A woman is a woman. A human being is a human being. There are buttons that you press for any human being, irrespective of the position the person holds. You can't say...
I thought the concept of sexual harassment is the
according to what law?
Oh, I'm just trying to, let me just learn. Is the situation that depicts how somebody that's higher or has more power or has more influence is harassing somebody who has no commensurate strength of reporting or anything like that. But when a sitting senator that has all the security that can just make a phone call to any police officer.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know someone younger and less can harass someone sexually? Okay, this happens. You know, there are cases whereby you see people, a lady going, and you see people younger than her, they begin to call her, they ease, they snap fingers at her, and they keep doing it over the time. She is quite older than them. She's higher, more higher placed than them, but they keep harassing her, singing song. You know, people do it. There is nothing. There is no law that says harassment is between someone higher. I've checked and I've asked.
If a male or a female is harassing, if somebody is harassing somebody and the person that is being harassed has the wherewithal to be able to make it stop.
How?
And, you know, okay, for instance.
If I keep sending messages to you
and you keep condoning it, do you know that that's a way of acceptance?
No,
because
it is not.
That's what I'm saying. If silence has a way of since it is silent, it is possible that you're accepting my advances. Now, if you're quiet about it, well, you can just go to the court or maybe call the police and say, okay, give this person this order. I don't want him to talk to me.
You know one thing about this mentality of the victim being blamed. Why didn't you report? Why were you silent? But I think it helps. It helps the transgressors to say, well, it's not an harassment. There's a thin line between that. It is not everybody. This society makes it hard for us to accept the fact that you find out that a girl will be harassed and will say, why are you wearing this? Why did you wear this skimpy? No. It is not an excuse.
Is it wrong for the society to tell the girl, okay, why do you keep coming to his office? For instance, if it's a situation between a lecturer and a student, and the student keeps saying, anytime I come to his office, now you keep coming to that office after being harassed the first time, the second time, the third time, and you refuse to say anything, and for no particular reason, you keep coming to the office.
Do you know why the person will refuse to say? Because the first question they will ask is, why did you come to the office? They would not tackle the issue of harassment. They'll begin to look for loopholes why the girl harassed and led him on. Now, that is why you see in some advanced countries, you can't find issues of sexual harassment in our institution. You day your day. Because you can't say because she's dressed this way, she comes to my office, she smiles at me, she did this, she did that. That is why I decided to do this to her or do that to her. I think we have made it so hard. And there are a lot of harassment, there are a lot of abuses going on in our society that we overlook or we suppress. Okay. With our cultures we suppress it because we blame the victim. And as long as we keep blaming it, now look at it, people will be shouting, nowadays there are a lot of reports of abuses. I say, no, it has always been there. While we were young, we overlooked these abuses because there was no voice to amplify it. But now with social media, in the past it happens and they call those around and say, this thing has happened, nobody should talk, nobody should do this. But now it doesn't go that way. I think we have gone deep into...
I think we have a caller.
Okay, we have a caller. Yes. Let us. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Moses. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Oh, Mr. Moses from Ogun State. You're welcome. Can you move away from your TV set?
Okay, yeah. I'm really glad and happy to watch some TV live from Ogun State. And I must say, I must comment that you guys are really doing well. And I love the analysis from Mr. Abraham and the other person, I've forgotten his name. But I believe so much well that every time I wake up in the morning and I watch some TV morning show, I feel abreast and up to date to go out for my daily activities. And I will have that courage and confidence that whatever I'm doing, I have the state of the nation in mind, and I got it from some TV. I must appreciate your efforts. Kudos, keep it up.
From Ogun State, we're really happy to have you call in from the southwest of Nigeria, and we promise to maintain we promise to maintain the standard and even go higher in what we do. Thank you very much. So our viewers, you can call in on the number on the screen, and you can send us messages on Facebook.
And that tells a lot on the coverage we have.
Yes, yes.
As a TV station.
Yes, we have a lot of coverage, and you can see people calling from other parts of the country. At this stage, I think we'll go for a short break and allow the ladies to come in with the Pidgin English section. So don't go anywhere. We see a very interesting people. Let me pick that for us. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling you from Maiduguri. My name is Lucy.
Oh, Lucy.
Thank you for having this talk.
Thank you, Lucy. How is Maiduguri today?
Very fine. We're lucky to have light because we don't always have light. So I'm lucky to watch this program.
Okay, thank you very much.
How is the weather in Maiduguri this morning?
My voice to what you have been saying, yes, a lot of times we tend to attack the victims.
Okay.
This stops people from coming up to report.
Okay.
In the US, people who have been assaulted after 20-something years came out and spoke against people, and the offenders were brought to
book. Yes.
You know? But in Nigeria, we're saying, oh, because she came out talking about last year, we're saying it's late. No, it's never too late. An offender is an offender.
Yes.
Right? It shows how people are exploiting others simply because they have power. Power investigation is made. It's possible that so many other women will come up and say such.
Okay.
To a senator who has power, what more would he have done to others who don't even have power?
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
People I've read on the internet, they say she has 4 children from different men. So what about it? What if in the past she lived in a life of error and now she doesn't want to make any more error? She doesn't want to have any more children from other men. It is her choice. It is her decision.
Yes, thank you.
For her to be a leader, it's possible that now she wants to undo her wrongs. She wants to live by the right way of doing things. Right? I need to see people bringing him to order, calling him to come and give his own talk about it. The judiciary need to bring him to book as well.
Okay.
They are calling for this. They say there's no smoke without fire. So
Yes.
for me, I feel he's guilty as charged.
It's possible.
Well,
It's possible.
thank
For
you.
him to want to use his power to change her seat, which is very wrong, and he stopped her from calling that other 10 which she wanted to call to say this is what she's been intimidated here. He stopped her. Women need to stop. Men need to stop abusing women and exploiting women, thinking that women are voiceless. He wanted to shift her to a place in the Senate where she will not be seen and she will not be heard, which is wrong. Women's voices need to be heard, and women need to be seen. For Senate to have only 4 women is even appalling, and then we say we want to live by equity.
Thank you very much.
How come only 4 women in the first place?
Well,
And now a woman is almost being marginalized. She's being intimidated simply because she did not dance to his tune. If she had danced to his tune, we would never have heard any of these things.
okay.
And the leader is supposed to live by example. What example is he giving to his children?
Thank you
Even
very
if
much,
he did all
Lucy.
these things or to her with no evidence. What about wanting to change her seat for no reason?
Thank you
And
very
why
much.
she in particular, when he should be putting her in a place where she'll be more visible because there are only 4. Why should he move her to where clerks, where workers are sitting, not where her mates are sitting?
Thank you very much, Lucy. I can see you. Yeah, I really appreciate your comment this morning, and well, that is, I agree with you to the largest extent on some issues. Thank you very much. Keep watching Some TV from the city of Maiduguri. Thank you very, very much. And I think
that is quite an input from a viewer from Maiduguri.
From Maiduguri. Well, I will say I agree with her on some issues, but I would like to make it clear here, it's still an allegation, and she is not guilty as charged. She can go to the court to test the court on what occurred as an allegation.
It's not as if we're supporting or holding forth for any of the parties here. This is a TV platform where we hear positions of every individual. So that is the way it is.
That is the way. So we are sure that Senator Natasha will go to the court to get to allow the courts to decide and present evidence. And I'm also sure the Senate President himself, if he's called upon, will defend himself not as Senate President but as the person, Mr. Godswill Akpabio will go and defend himself. And also it's instructive to know that it's within the prerogative of the Senate President to allocate seats to people, but we don't know what occurred. But yes, people's seats can be changed at any time, and there are procedures to follow. So we just wish that all these things don't happen, and we'll be discussing better things. But harassment of women is something that is very, very, is something that is there, and we need to put an end to it. The ladies are waiting, and I'm sure they are here with something great. So you can still call in on the other segments of the morning show, on the Pidgin segment. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Some TV, your premier 247 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Some TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Some TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient, and affordable 247 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Super Cash. Unlock seamless 247 financial transaction, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 247 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking product and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 247. Ascend.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayments plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected.
Happy weekend to all of you now. Thank God to say today is Friday, so you people to take the talk among. Meanwhile, I'm not going to forget to welcome on to the pidgin section of our newspaper headline review. As this in our section where we knock on to on things where they happen for inside the week country. They always they talk and even self obodo you both matter with the carry nakuna for this place. Things where they happen for our community and our society, my country. On my right hand side, now Mr. Israel Musa. Oga, good morning and welcome, Musa. Now he be the manager of Super Cab for inside Jalingo. And on my left hand side, now Mr. Ishaku Benjamin. Oga Ishaku, good morning and welcome to the morning show. Now he be the chief security officer waiting for inside the Taraba Business Holdings, my country people. Once again, thank God, say today na Friday. Okay, oh my country people, Tori when I carry come nakona this morning. Now the Tori when they make my native people them they shout to say lele low, and I don't tell on I say anytime when my village people give this kind of native shout to, it simply means say something serious don't happen. No be that to my country people. Oh, this is Tori when I carry to come nakona so na something when it happen for inside the Adamawa state where be Yola. For Mubi not to local government in my country. People, as a 135-year-old man carry himself go defile one 5-year-old pikin in my country. People, this one happened for inside the Yola North as I take a talk. I'm now. This is 35-year-old man in name na Abdulaziz Mohammed. And say Abdulaziz Mohammed go enter into this small girl will be 5 years old. As he corner this girl, send this girl go inside the shop. Now for there, now this incident can take place. When people who can't catch Mohammed and this girl for inside the shop, now this girl papa kia run go for police station, carry the report to go give for police people for that place. As the police talk person can't come outside. Now the talk person of police when he be say in name na Suleiman Ngroje come outside the constant for on top of this matter. When they come carry the suspect will be Abdulaziz come. Then ask him say Abdulaziz, this thing where this girl papa come talk na true. Abdulaziz say yes. Say the thing where the man talk na true saying do am. My country people who now they hear me. They come ask Abdulaziz talk say how when this is 5-year-old child, my country people begin to hear am. In terms say see this is 5 years old girl, they were passing place in the house side. And now you call this girl. Now you tell the small girl say I won't send you to go my grinding engine site when he dey for inside the Kasua Borokonu for inside the Nubi. Say go there, go carry something. Search that place, you go see one thing when I keep for ground there. Carry con give me. Abdulaziz talk say immediately the girl go now you follow this girl for back to my country people. As he enter that place now he can go enter this girl website yo before he can go browse this girl www.com my country people now understand what I talk about. Okay, as he enter this girl website now for there people they pass they come catch am my country people. When they come back before the Tory can reach this girl papa my country people. Oh, this matter. He having me from mat now make I say make Mr. Israel follow me sit down here come chook mat for inside this matter. So Bible say even na me be the judge as I dey talk to una so. This Abdulaziz in Tory for don war by now. Okay, oh Elder Israel, I beg I want to make you help me chook mat for inside this matter. What do you see? This thing what this man do to this 5-year-old child he good.
Oh, good morning once again. What did the man do? It's a disgraceful something. He said the girl na 5 years and the man at 35 years. When we look at all these things, when we want to choke mouth, the mama, the pikin like 35 years, carry 5 out of it, it remains 30. What did the man do? One of the things they say, the man come accept our neighbor.
Yes.
If you say no accept, that's the woman with the dragon. Ama this one now, when you come accept is the one that do it. Ama one thing they say, have they asked the man, is that how they do before? If this one may not be say at the first time when they do this kind of a thing. Maybe I'll be doing it. I want to shook mouth to be say the father of the girl if the man try well. If not some people they will call you aside say this kind of thing happen in one of the states. When the man at the end of the day the man come corner the people they come collect money in order for them to close the matter. This one the man come say so. This case cannot they cannot to allow the matter to die like that. So the man can't go police station. That man, that 35-year man, Abdulaziz Ba, when he do this kind of a thing, it's a shameful thing. If we get picking, this thing when he do now, if now one picking they do to ram, how you go do? If now one picking, person can't do because there's a say well, anything when you don't want another person to do for, make you not do to another person.
Not so.
Now you don't put up for this girl, you don't spoil this boy, this girl. Tomorrow, I can say tomorrow now. Because what the man do now is not a good thing. It's something I can say, you don't bring shame. You don't bring shame to the family of the man, of the other the girl. I put that so far again. We have to join house and this is I put that for what happened in the movie north. And the thing that happened in movie north now, we pray. Government, they go look into it well. So that to bring the real truth out of it. So that if when the truth don't come out, they'll use this man as an example. Other people, the people that are doing this kind of early attitude, they will not do it tomorrow. So we pray that this man, government will follow this kind of wahala to the end to know the real truth, and they will not say they will not carry the case behind. We pray God will help us so that the real case of the matter will come out. So that to know how government is going to handle this man. Either they will send her to prison, or they will, this is something. We have to follow it up to the end to know the real truth.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Israel Johanna Musa. I appreciate this one when you talk. The one when you talk well, when he sweet me, he said this man will carry this kind act concerning this 5-year-old pikin. He don't reach it to born this girl. And the other thing, he said the guideline newspaper never even tell us whether this man a married man or a single na him be. But meanwhile, the police people of Yola North don't push the matter carry go for SCID table. Now from there, now we go hear the Coco, my country people, on how the Tory take they go, on how they take discipline now. Anyhow, then take end this matter. We go carry on now, my country people low. Okay, on to society matter. Now that one I make me carry Mr. Benjamin sit down with me on my left hand side. On to society matter. One boy don't buy you, my country people who sake of who say he go take don't they addicted to some kind drink when he they drink. Then say this boy die early hour on Wednesday, my country people who say he take a Panadol. They always take a Panadol and 7-Up. Say na that one and they make and they see road well. Say na that one they make and they see clear. Say anytime he take and they see far and they understand things. And so the thing come gather for this guy system, my country people. Them say the last one when he take you on Wednesday. Say as this boy he take Kamuna from there, he no come feel okay again. When he come, they be like say he mood everything everywhere. Don't they turn upside down? They carry this boy come out to go for hospital, my country people. Then say when doctor see him, then doctor come talk to say the thing don't turn to poison for inside this boy body. Say you know good to make somebody they take gastric substances like 7-Up them, like Acera them with Panadol. Say anytime when you take them, it gradually turn to poison for inside una body. So now this is matter now I want to make Oga Benjamin Chukumat for me because I know say many youth then they go into a lot of things. Many of them, apart from this one we just buy this young boy now, many of them still get their own way where then they take hide themselves. Oga Benjamin Chukumat for inside this matter and make you help me talk to our youth to say make them sit up.
Yeah. Good morning once again. The matter baffles me. How on earth you will say this substance where you take if he kill you and you continue to get harm? We even get the combo where we use them. How you go join Panadol? Who teach himself? You go join Panadol and like Acera, have you 7-Up?
7-Up.
In the name of highness, you want to hide. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where do you want to go? This kind of matter, make government they check out. Make government they check out. Make them check that matter seriously. And those people where they sell that thing, let them apprehend them. So that our youth no go to die. You get this one. Now last year it happened. For last and for Jalingo here. This Zakami, I don't know any other name they call him. Zakami, young boy die. Now so you go to check out. You go to take that thing, you take. You don't know say the thing they gather for your system. If they gather well for your system, when you go come damage that your system, you go begin to hear say the kid don't get liver problem. You go hear say kidney problem. Even this food all they chop all this time self, you know say food not healthy something. But if you overuse them, it will affect you. Talk about of substances. We be say if you know say you take them or you go die. It will affect you. Make government they check that matter out. Make government they check that matter. Youth are dying seriously. Let them they check us. Let them they check the youth. Like the way I did now like this, I go not say this thing they very harmful. I go take them. No. So some kind of things, but why they baffle me? Be say I go just say maybe spirit they behind all those kind of things. Because normal person now, because you go just say maybe frustration. But which kind of frustration will go make you so that you go come? The devil is behind all those things. No frustration on earth will make you they do all those things. Who give them the inspiration? Who give them 7-Up and Panadol? I take no.
Okay, my country people, now don't hear am for Oga Benjamin Matu. He say why many of these youth they take this kind of thing na sake of say na frustration. Now they push many of them. Many of them feel say they no get help from anywhere. Many of them don't check their life. See say they no fit get better thing to come again. Nobody to help them. Them look left to them look right. They come begin they say oh this one na to just I and then forget my sorrow. Now you make many of them they go into this kind of thing. My fellow youth where they watch this program, I beg make una listen to us well this morning. As una sabi say from some TV here, we dey always they advise una concerning this drug taking. As una can see now, somebody don't come by concerning this matter. Even if you get the one where they call whether na wheat, abi na agbo, many of them then say then they chook am now for inside the meat pie, so that their parents they even chop am for us, so their parents no go understand. Then get friends who go put am package and come say see the meat pie where you order for, and when that pikin take am, it go begin they misbehave for us. Parents, I beg elderly people where they watch over younger ones. So I beg make una they watch the kind thing where them they even self they chop for us. My country people, for those of una wey just they join us, we don't talk concerning one matter of 135 years old man when he be say he go shine the Congo of 1 5-year-old pikin. My country people, as he go enter the place of that small pikin, so as I talk to us now, this man in case he don't go reach police custody, and I believe he say then go deal with him well. Concerning that small girl where they defile matter, I want use this means take a talk to parents. Parents, I beg make una they sit up, because one thing when I observe concerning that child be say, it be like say they no give that child proper bringing for that 5 years old. That pikin don't supposed to get to small sense. For somebody, your parents send you and another person come. My country people, hold on to make I pick this call. Hello. Hello, good morning, Oga. What be your name and where you they call us from?
My name is Adamu. I dey call una from Gombe State.
Okay, Adamu from Gombe State. Thank you very much. What be your take for this matter now concerning the one where Abdulaziz do for Yola? Abi, you want to advise the youth concerning the drugs where them they take?
Me, I want to advise you to.
Okay, sir.
What they take, you know, good.
Hmm.
Coaching sports day, no go take hard drugs. Say you want go high, you want go high, go where? Highness is supposed to high do not to high get money. A clean way, make your mama proud. No go take something go make you high, go come colo. Got liability for your parents. This kind issue go happen with my God before. Come they take things we come pass in power. One day come back home, tell us say time for the worry. You say time for the more take you as hospital, go see what in the worry you. As you go hospital, you want 3 times for. After they don't put what they call on this water they put for body.
Drip.
You go stand up for hospital bed. Hey, you go talk what you know supposed to stop.
You
go sleep again, constant. Hey, I don't see this thing, I don't see that thing. Waka for Rambo. Now we see more they can go bigger hospital if you take psychiatry. They say that drugs make a move.
Okay.
All this injection for psychiatry after some few hours, you don't come back in senses. Intake, say, in go with his friends, they will take, wait. I don't even start with the name. It's not effect of drugs. Since that time, you don't lose job. You know if you put down for house, you may not go do the same thing. In school, Papa too say no like him again. They take drugs, in the advice and say stop they take drugs, in no agree. Now they tell you 9 they work out for street, in no get house to stay. Every day we back in the worker. Anywhere he get, he go stop, he go sleep for there. So I say all these things no go benefit us.
Okay.
As Nigerian youth, as youth we get future. We supposed to. If you want to take something where you want to relax, you take your soft drink, you go sleep well. Nothing. Problem is finish. Problem not finish for this world, but the way you take handle will make it easy for you. So my advice is say most of the take hard drugs in the name of say one get hard, one forget our sorrows. If you forget them, you go after that non clear, you go still come back. So we our you take careful. with the kind things where they dig. And then make government also chook matter hand for this thing, make they stop the promote all these things. It just drugs where they're supposed to sell them for street.
Okay.
It's like make all these NDA, they arrest them,
okay.
Close them. So that they will sell all these.
Adamu from Gombe, thank you very much, my brother. I like this one where you carry chuku for us here this morning. My country people, una don't hear am from Adamu Gombe Mati this morning. Adamu talk say even self that this kind of incident happen for with their gate man for us. That gate man go take all sort of things. Come they tell them say he get malaria. When they carry him go hospital, now from there, now doctor can confirm and say in there for into drugs. Now like so, Adamu take loss in job, my country people. Okay, oh, my country people, in come further, they advise you to them, say make them stop all these things where them they do, say na highness. Sake of say they make many youth now, then don't lost their job like the Megado of Adamu now, we just call. He said that thing make the boy to lose in job. Even himself, because of that thing when he they take, he don't make him to sell many of his properties. I beg, Adamu can also they appeal, say I beg this drug and law enforcement people, say make them they shine their eyes well for road. They watch those people when he be say because he get to some shop where they go knock, you go think say whether just pure water and bread they there. Some kind things there, some kind paros there where those small people with that kind small kiosks they do for roadside. He say make this NDLEA people they put eye for such things where them they sell for road. Say make them they carry proper investigation. Sake of say na those people na them fit they sell them, they give our youth to them. Adamu from Gombe, thank you once again. Okay, oh, my country people, as I take the talk, I'm concerning that 5-year-old girl for inside the Yola North for Mubi, Adamawa State, my country people. This girl, as I talk of the proper training side, when they be say me not like him. For Pikin to they go somewhere when the parents them send down another man who can't call him send down. He's supposed to run go ask, go tell him mama say this person don't consent me. Oh, should I go? Make I go? Then the mama go say okay, first go buy my own before you go this person. And if na message where the parents no understand, the parents go say go tell him say I send you, make you no go. So parents I beg make we they put eye for our children. Maybe they touch light their ways. May we not they allow them they work out on their own. If we no send them mio pio, make we they always they draw them to sit down for us, my country people who are beg parents, guardians, make una take note. And concerning our youth, as Adamu from Gombe don't advise, so I beg make una calm down, make una they take jeje, make una find better hustle, make una hustle to make life better, make una no talk say na frustration. I don't finish school since no work, no job for inside the country. Now when you they take job go come in your table. So I beg make una sit up. Once again, thank God to say today na Friday, my country people, as una can see, some TV na 24-hour TV station. We know they go on break with the work from Monday to Sunday na 24 hours paroles we they give una for this place. This one now Ogbonge station as I they talk to una so. Those of una where they relax during the weekend, the morning show, they continue, even self on Saturday. I believe it's una go join us because una for here now go draw the curtain of the pidgin section of our newspaper headline review. My name is Esther Oka Steven. I thank una for watching, my country people. Una do.
Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC. The financial...
Man, do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayments plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised. When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayments plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman?
And you can all see that we had a very, very interesting discussion on the Pidgin section, and we're back to the Taraba news section. And we are broadcasting live from our brand new state-of-the-art digital studios in Jalingo. And like you say, this weekend, Saturday, tomorrow to be precise, the management of Super Media Telecommunications Limited and Taraba News cordially invites you to the grand opening of Som TV, our multimedia digital studio, on Saturday, 22nd of March, 2025, by 10 a.m. And it is going to the grand opening will be at Som TV, opposite Civil Service Commission, Amarua Way, Jalingo, Taraba State. And our special guest of honor is Dr. Agbu Kefas, the Executive Governor of Taraba State. And our guest of honor is Barrister Zainab Usman Jalingo, Honorable Commissioner of Information and Reorientation, Taraba State. So tomorrow, all roads leads to the Som TV Digital Stadium, adjacent Taraba Business School and opposite Civil Service Commission on Amarua Way, just a stone throw from the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Bridge, and the area popularly known as Roadblock is just a stone throw from there. So, Mr. Daniel Kukwe, what are we expecting tomorrow from this grand opening?
Yes, it is an unveiling of just like one commercial that was being featured, ascending into the future. The multimedia digital studio, I think, is first of its kind in this part of the world. And Some TV is a sister agency to the Taraba News, a news agency that has over 500,000 followership on social media, and only God knows how many people watch us on our satellite TV. So this is a groundbreaking ceremony. It's a breakthrough. It is a moment that should be celebrated, considering the fact that it is being launched from Jalingo, the state capital of Taraba State. This is first of its kind. This is a moment where every member of Taraba State will have to understand that it is a groundbreaking. It is an event that every one of us needs to celebrate. So everyone is invited to come around tomorrow and see how the unveiling will happen and be part of it.
Okay, that's very good. Everyone is invited to be part of the unveiling of this Some TV multimedia digital studios, and you can be sure that you've been getting very good receptions from all year, and you will see how we've been trying to ensure that we give you the best of the best. So tomorrow is going to be the grand opening, and all roads leads to Some TV studios at Taraba News, and that day you have the opportunity to interact with myself here, the director of news, the CEO will be here, and also some very
and all the Esther Okas, the few of the world's trending, the Teresa, the Fates, and Mama in the building. You need to get to see them. Lillian, renowned correspondent. You will see her live. The Silas of this world, the James Emmanuel Atta of this world, you all need to
the Dominion, Moses, people behind the scene, and there are a lot of people behind the scene that you don't see, but we here, we are the regular faces, but there are a lot of people behind the scene that make things happen, and you have the opportunity to even take a tour around the studios to see how it works. For some of you that have never been to a TV station before, you will see what it's like to what the studio looks like and how we beam this thing live to you out there. So it's going to be quite interesting for everyone in Jalingo, Taraba State. So you are all invited. This is a special invitation from me to you. So tomorrow when you come, you know that yes, you are here to celebrate with us.
Yeah, that is it. It's a day of celebration for us at the Some TV and for Tarabans as a whole. Just like I said earlier on, it is a platform that is established here in Jalingo, northeast Nigeria. And we beam our signal from Jalingo, and that is the interesting part of it. We cover Nigeria from Jalingo. And as time goes on, we'll cover Africa and the whole world. As it stands now, I think this is the only multi-digital studio here in Jalingo. And there is a need for what's it called? Support. There is a need for us to be applauded.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And CEO and other founders.
Yes, the CEO has really done well for the media in this part of the country. And we also want to thank our special guest of honor, who is the governor of Taraba State, for his support and for agreeing to be the special guest of honor for this occasion. That shows that he values what we are doing here. He values the role of the media in governance. I think that should be applauded, because if he hasn't agreed to be our special guest of honor, we wouldn't have his name on the invitation. Yes. So it's a good one.
And that goes a long way too. The Commissioner of Information is a friend of the press. She has always been up and doing, seeing to it that she's the spokesperson of this administration, of the Kefas-led administration, and she has been doing well. She has been a friendly commissioner, if I'm not mistaken, the most friendly commissioner to the press so far. And she has been doing a very nice job, and she's the guest of honor. The Some TV is proud to associate with her and her endeavors, and is proud to associate with the Abu Kefaslate administration in Taraba State.
And also there are other commissioners, special advisors who have been very supportive of what we do here, and also private organizations and individuals who within short period, especially for those of us that like to bring in analysts, at the moment you call on to them, they will be here within a short notice. And we really say thank you to all of you for what you've been doing and for the way you've been supporting us in many ways to ensure that you're there. And also our viewers out there, you are our joy, because whenever we know you're out there watching us, that is the reason why we're here. We're not here to just talk all day.
Quincy Muri, Barrister P.D. Pius, and whole lots of others whose the list has
exhausted. Yes,
you want to call the list, we spend the whole day
calling list of people.
Dr. Charima was here.
Dr. Charima was here. Honorable George. Yes. Ardo Buba. Barrister Mehanchi. Isa Buba. Yes, also. A lot of them like that have been part of us here. We say thank you, and I'm very sure you always be part of us here. So I think that that's all we need to start preparing for the party, because it's weekend and already preparing for, and you know, today we'll be preparing for the match, the Super Eagles match in the evening. I'm already in the mood to cheer the Super Eagles on, and I'm also already in the mood for the weekend. I'm also already in the mood for the grand opening of Sun TV. So if you see me excited, know that I have excitement. Excitement in the air. So excitement is in the air, and I want you to catch the bug of that excitement. Go into your weekend happy. Before we go, I would like to say thank you to everyone that have helped make this worked out, and the anchor of the Pidgin section, Madam Esther Oka Stephen. Thank you very much for what you've done, and also the people at the background.